Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul over here, and today we're gonna talk about this movie right here, GGVV. So this movie is a Raj B. Shetty film with Rishabh Shetty, and guys, it was an intense movie and we're gonna talk about it. So let me just talk about the cast. Raj B. Shetty, Rishabh Shetty, Gopal Krishna Deshpande, and it's a Kannada film from Sandalwood. It was released on the 19th of November 2021, and the synopsis is: two childhood friends rise to criminal prominence together until ego, ambition, and jealousy put them against each other. Okay, so basically that's the whole movie. I don't know if it's a spoiler or what, but honestly, guys, we're going to talk about this movie very, very soon. I just want to say one thing. If you want to watch my reaction to it, my full reaction, you can. How can you? Go on to my Patreon. So here, this is my Patreon. You can see that we have 2 patrons so far. So they're enjoying all the movie reactions. And guys, you can watch so far GGVV and Hera Fairy full movie reaction. These are the 2 movies that are on Patreon right now. You can watch it full with no ads, no cuts, no watermarks, nothing. But very soon, I'm telling you, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Pushpa full movie reaction. We're gonna have Chichori full movie reaction. War, Surarai Potru, Tare Zamin Par, KGF with my wife, Minal Murali, Drishyam 2, 96, Bahubali, Dindora, Ein Thiran Robot movie, Jai Bhim, Drishyam, 3 Idiots, Ratsasan, Hera Fairy, oh, it's already there, Ulida Varu Kandante, Uri, The Surgical Strike, Kaiti, Raja Kumara, the Puneth Apusar Rajkumar movie, Raja Kumara, Jersey, Iga, Bajrangi Baijan, Sardar Udham, MS Dhoni, Dangal, Shersha, Kirik Party, KGF, the first time I saw it, Bahubali 1, Bahubali 2, Master, PK, and Rangastalam full movie. So you're going to be able to see all of those movies on Patreon with me. No cuts, no edits, just my full movie reaction from the beginning until the end. And you'll be able to watch it with me. It's going to be a watch along, and you can watch these movies on YouTube. They are all on the playlist, but you're going to have ads, you're going to have some cuts, and you're going to have a small screen. So very soon, I'm going to edit all of these videos, all of these movies, and put it on Patreon. So if you want to see all of those movies, then sign up right now for Patreon. The link is in the description. And I'm sure we're going to do something great, because you'll be able to see all your favorite movies with no cuts, just straight to the point. And yeah, basically that's it. Are you guys excited? I know I am. And that's going to also help me, because you're going to support me, and we're going to launch more music, more original content. So things are getting serious, and I would really love it if you guys come to Patreon to support the channel and to enjoy your favorite movies with your favorite friend, Teacher Paul. Okay, let's talk about GGVV. By the way, we watched this live with members on Discord, and it was super fun. So let's talk about this. GGVV is one of those movies that you can see that the director is clearly a visionary in terms of cinematography. The way he sets up the beginning of the movie with that montage, with a song that is very Western. It's You know, it's very, it feels like you're watching a James Bond movie with that montage, that editing, you know. So that's one thing about this movie. It has great sound mixing. It has great background music. It has great title music. It has that intense feel when you watch it. You're watching a movie that is suspenseful. But on top of that, there is something that touches you in terms of you're like watching it and you're like, it plays with your emotion. Because of the music and because of the cinematography. The cinematography, the director, Raj B. Shetty, he has a vision of movies that is both cult classic and modern. It feels like it's a kind of like a Hollywood movie that you're watching, because all of the takes, you can see that it's very symmetrical. The frames that he films in, it's symmetrical. He films landscape. He films, overview. He films aerial shots. He films frames. Like, for example, there's a part where there's a computer that is covering up half of the screen and you can only see this part. All of these takes, they cause a suspense for you. He plays around with ambient sounds, like there's a thunder that brings a little bit of suspense. So it's like you're watching a suspense film, but also a thriller. But the thing he does with the cinematography makes you follow the story a little bit more. He also uses a first POV, like a POV shot, first hand, to cause a little bit of tremble. And I believe this shot was used in Saving Private Ryan to cause the sense of disturbia, right? So the character is a little bit disturbed when he's gonna see like a person that quote unquote saved his life, and we don't know what's gonna happen next. He gets in the car, he goes see them. So you see that shaking POV vision. So all of these things, they add to the movie. And on top of that, the acting is superb. It's very natural acting. It's a very natural feel. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like they're reading lines. It just feels like you're living the moment. Which comes to my next point, the storyline. The storyline progresses with not many clues of what's going to happen next. It's just like you're watching their life pass by. So even if you have like a prediction, or you're thinking, okay, this movie has to have this, a climax, a plot twist, it doesn't really have that. It has a climax, but it doesn't have a plot twist. It doesn't have something that will make you guess. It's just a movie that you're watching, and you're living the moment as it goes. So it's not predictable in a sense that, oh, you think this is scripted. It feels like you're watching consequences of life. It doesn't feel like it's a fictional story, right? It's a consequence of life. And these type of movies are, I think there was a lot of elements, like maybe, I don't know, but I have a feeling that there were elements of City of God. It feels like they used these type of, there are so many British movies, crime movies, gangster movies that have this progression. It is something that you're just watching and you're like, oh no, because you have experience in life, you think, oh no, don't do that. Oh, things that you think, oh, this cannot happen because it's a movie, it happens because they're portraying real life, because these things happen in real life. And the story is about friendship. The story is about rise to power. The story is about betrayal. The story is about loyalty. The story is about having the right people next to you. The story is about change in character. The story is about character arc. Every character has a character arc. So that's what I like about it. everyone starts off in point A and ends up in point B. And in reality, in real life, the way the movie is portrayed is the only way these things end. The character started in point A. The actions that he took led to point B. That's how life really works. There wasn't anything extravagant. There wasn't any moment that you're like, okay, so someone's gonna come and save the hero, like in a fiction Hollywood movie. So that's the thing. It has Hollywood quality and Hollywood editing, but it has the fresh sandalwood storytelling. So that's what makes it a special movie, because it doesn't play around in terms of unrealistic situations. It just tells you the story raw and straightforward. Except for one thing. I don't know. I think one thing, maybe in real life, I don't know, maybe, just maybe in real life, some of them would be in jail for a long, long time. But the maximum was like 6 months. But in reality, I don't know how it is in the village that they were in, but maybe they didn't get long years in prison. So I don't know. I'm not going to speak to that, but it feels like police could do a little bit more. But then also when we see the corruption behind the scenes and the fear of the police, you know, to intervene, and how the gangsters have this control and influence, you know, then I can understand how they manipulated the whole system. I still keep my opinion that this looks very realistic and that you're watching a real life consequence of their actions. So I think the way it progresses is something completely insane. So that's what I really enjoyed about this movie. The editing style, the cinematography, you know, every frame was, you know, it was symmetrical. It was very well planned out. They didn't just point the camera. No, everything was well in frame. They had a reason of using that lens. They had a reason when to pan out and pan in. So like, for example, there's a scene where the guy's sitting on the phone with his wife and it's panning out. Because although he was calm talking to his wife, he had just witnessed something that could change his career. So that panning out with the suspenseful music and him on the phone with everything around showing him, and he's saying, I have a lot of work, honey. That is a situation where the wife is oblivious of what's happening, but he is right there with us in the real situation. While he's being calm with his wife on the phone, we can see that it's revealing his real situation. So everything that is made in this movie is very well crafted. It's not like they just pointed at something. No, everything is well in frame. The way that they filmed the bottom so that you can only see his foot, you already know, oh no. If the emphasis is on his foot, it's because something bad happened. On top of that, it's not a movie that you will want to watch only once. You have to watch it twice or 3 times. Because, like, for example, when I watched it the first time, you'll see that I could understand most of it, but some of it was like lost to me. And then I watched it again just to see if the audio was okay. And then I started watching the first 10 minutes and I was like, oh, I see what's going on. In the first 10 minutes, you see Rashib Shetty and Rajbi Shetty going into the police station. And they talk about the SI being missing. And then they zoom down and show him with slippers. You don't know why yet. But when you watch it the second time, now you understand why he's wearing slippers and why there's blood in the slippers. Because now you understand the stake that is happening. So the second time you watch it, you understand clearly all the references. So it's a movie that you should watch at least twice so you can get all the details. and appreciate the masterpiece that was done with it. Anyways, guys, I don't want to give any more spoilers because it's a new movie, so you guys can go and watch it for yourself. But just as long as you know that this is my movie review, this is why I liked the movie, and you can go watch it on my Patreon. You can see my full movie reaction. I think the best part of the movie and the most chilling part of the movie was the dance in the rain scene. The way that actor Rajbi Shetty portrayed his character was insane. That dance was a symbol of don't mess with him and his family, because he considered Hari his family. Guys, I'm not going to give any more because I maybe if you haven't watched it, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it was one of those movies that you have to have patience and you have to have a critical eye, and you don't watch it for pure entertainment, but you watch it for the masterpiece. You watch it for the story, for the drama, for the, to appreciate the seventh form of art, movie. Guys, I love cinema. I appreciate this movie. I liked it. I hope you liked it too. Even if you don't speak Kannada, go watch it. And yeah, it was fun. Thank you guys for joining me on Discord. If you guys want to see another movie reaction, then I'll probably let you know in the community tab if it's going to be on Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday. Some of you can't be there on Sunday, so maybe Thursday. I'm going to see if I can do this every week. So this is my new plan. We're going to film the reaction live on Discord, so you'll have the opportunity to watch it live on Discord. And then I'm going to post it immediately on Patreon. So every patron who is on signed up and with me, they'll be able to see the movie 1 week before. And then after 1 week, I'm going to put it on YouTube with all the cuts, music removed, and all the things that you're used to. But from now on, we're going to have an option that you can watch without any ads, without any watermarks, without anything interrupting your movie experience, okay? On Patreon. The link is in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, bye-bye. And let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie, okay, if you watched it. See you soon.